Well, what's up everyone? Mike here, Rusty Garage and Homestead. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are in the first gen. We are headed to Tulsa town. We're going to pick up a brand new machine. Now this machine was sent to us, so we're going to test it out. I'm going to show you the good, the bad, whatever I can find on it. We're going to use it, see how it does. I really think this machine is going to change the way we do a lot of things on the farm. This machine is very versatile in the things that it is able to do. So I think there's going to be a lot of times that this machine is going to work better for us than to have a tractor. And I've already got several things lined out that this thing's going to work pretty good at, and I'm looking forward to having it. So we'll pick this back up once I'm going to get it loaded and get back home. We'll pick this video back up, we'll get it unloaded, and we'll talk about this machine, kind of go over some of the features of it, and see what you all think. So, stick around. I don't think it's going to do it. If you wonder what the bottom side looks like, there it is. Everything's got a skid plate on it, the cover. All right, everyone, here it is. This is the Baumalight WRL 58G, made right here in North America. So you guys seen, we got this thing unloaded. We've had a lot of rain the last several days, so this thing's been parked in the shop, and I've been like a kid in the candy store wanting to just get at this thing and start using it. Finally today, we've got a break in the weather for now. It's gonna rain later on this evening, but I wanna go, in this video, I wanna go around this machine, kind of give you some specifications of it. At the end of this video, we're going to go ahead and scoop up some 1-inch crusher run. I've got a pile of it over by the driveway, and we're just going to kind of see how it functions for that. Now, full disclosure also, this machine I do not own. Baumalight owns this machine. They sent it to me just to make videos about. They don't want a sales pitch. They want the machine to speak for itself because they know what this machine's capable of doing. So since we have it for a limited time, we're going to be using this machine over the tractor. If this machine will do the job instead of the tractor, we're going to use this machine. But Baumalight is not paying me to say anything good or bad about their machine. They sent it. They just want me to use it and show you all what this thing is capable of. You guys know I've got a lot of different things I do on this property. So this machine and the size of it is really going to help accomplish some of those tasks. And I want to show you what this machine will actually do, because it is built like a tank and it weighs a ton. Literally, it's actually a little more than a ton, but we'll go over that here in just a minute. I'm sure there's still going to be some jobs that the tractor is going to be more suited than this machine is, and that can be a different topic for a different day. And another topic that we're going to be talking about in a separate video is why you want a wheeled machine over a track machine. And there's actually several different reasons why this machine would be a better fit than a track machine. So Baumalight, being a North American company, they do have an extensive dealer network. So if you're wanting to buy a machine like this, or if you've already got one and you're wanting parts, serviceability, different attachments for the front, I'll leave their website down below in the description. They've got a dealer locator on their website. You can look up, find your closest Baumalight dealer. They've got on their website a lot of different little short videos on if you run into any issues, a really good troubleshooting guides of different things that if you run into it, they've got a fix for it that can get you back up and going really quick. That could have been bad. All right, so the fuel capacity of this machine is 12.5 liters or 3.3 gallons. There is a fuel gauge in the cap right here. I'll take you around the machine here in a minute and show you all the different gauges and functions of this machine. So the tipping weight of this machine at the very front cutting edge of the bucket without the counterweights is right around 800 pounds. With the counterweights, it's about 1,100 pounds is your tipping weight. Now this machine is powered by a Honda GX690, 22 horsepower Honda engine. This machine does have 3 different hydraulic pumps. 2 of them are going to be for the propulsion drive. Basically, each side of the machine has its own drive hydraulic pump. Your 3rd hydraulic pump powers only the hydraulics of this machine and the auxiliary hydraulics. And cool part is the rating for the auxiliary hydraulics is 11 gallons a minute. Our little 25 horsepower tractor with a 3rd function, I want to say it's like 4, maybe 5 gallons per minute. So this over double of what the tractor is on what you're able to run off the front of this machine. And same with all their other mini skid steers. There is a ton of attachments that you can use on these machines. That's what makes these things so versatile. You can get a grapple for them, 4-in-1 bucket, pallet forks, garden tiller, flail mowers, brush mowers, blades. I'm just scratching the surface, guys. There's a ton of attachments that you can use for these machines, and to me that makes them more versatile than the tractor in some situations, depending on what you're doing, landscape business, different things like that. This machine is small enough that you're going to be able to get in people's backyards pretty easy. All right, so this machine weighs, with the counterweight kit, there's 3 plates right here and 3 plates on the other side that bolt to the machine. Now these plates do not stick out any further than anything else on this machine, but these counterweights add 400 pounds to this machine and increases the capacity of this machine quite a bit. So let's walk around. Let me kind of show you some of the different things that I found on this machine so you'll know. Okay, this machine, it has 10 grease zerks on it. Every pivot point on this machine has a greasable pin. There's 3 back here for your cylinder, for your lift, 3 on the other side. Down at the bucket, you've got 1 there, 1 on this side. Your dump cylinder or tilt cylinder, you've got a grease zerk there and a grease zerk there. Here's your auxiliary hydraulics. These are flat face hydraulic fittings here. You've got a case drain. So you can put a fairly high flow attachment on this machine because it has that case drain function there. It does come with an LED light. It is protected by a steel guard here. So that's nice. I'll show you the engine here in just a second, or the backside where the pumps are. But let's walk around this thing and look. You've got your fuel level gauge here built into the cap. You got temperature gauge here. There's your information. 2,220 pounds with the weight kit, 11 gallons per minute. Honda engine, 22 horse, 800 pounds at the front edge without the weight. With 400 pound weight, it's 1,100 pound. Now this machine will not move, the hydraulics will not work, anything unless you're stepping on this platform. There's a safety switch built down into here, so you have to be standing on the machine to use it. And right up here, you've got your auxiliary hydraulic switch right here. You've got your throttle lever right over there. This joystick runs your loader, your dump, curl, all that stuff. This is your drive. You've got a voltmeter, you've got an oil pressure light. This is called boost charge. It's a little momentary toggle switch that you can kick down to help charge your battery. It'll kick the fan off if you're at the end of the day and wanting to kind of shut down, make sure the battery's up and going. You've got a 12-volt DC plug right here, your parking brake switch, your LED light switch, and you've got a hydraulic pressure gauge right here on this side. Now at the back of the machine, you've got your battery located in behind here and a fuse relay stuff. I'll show you that here in just a second. In behind here, you've got a place for spare parts. I'll open this here in a second also, just to show you that. Your hydraulic tank gauge, your level gauge for it is right here on the side of the tank. This machine is set up to have this protective guard over your hydraulic cap. So if you've got your machine on a job site somewhere and you're leaving it, that's just to keep people from messing with your machine that shouldn't be. It's just a added protection device for it. So the width of the machine is 37.6 inches from the outside to the outside. Okay, so the length of the machine from the skid steer plate, the mounting plate, all the way to the rear right here is 61.67 inches long. Okay, the height of the machine from the ground level to the joysticks, that is the highest point on this machine, is 53.73 for your overall height. Okay, now this machine does have a pin right here. Let's pull it out, pick this thing up, and we're going to pin it up here out of the way. So we're just pinning this up out of the way just so I can show you around the hydraulic pumps and around the engine. Okay, so with the covers pulled off and the fan, radiator, all that, coolers, there's all your hydraulic pumps. There's your muffler. There's the back side of your engine. Dipsticks right there. Your oil fills there. Air breathers there on top. It does help. They do tell you what kind of oil to put in this machine. It does have another plate right up front you can remove if you're needing to get down there to work on anything at all. This black steel plate up front is removable. Okay, coming around to the back, remove this cover. You see you've got spare knobs, spare fuses, little storage area back here. You've got your battery, you've got your engine. There's a plate off that goes right here. I removed it. I removed this back cover and that cover. And that's those three covers right there. Everything uses these big thumb screws, like right there. So quick and easy to take all that stuff off. But this is it. You've got your choke right down here. Key switch. So if it's cold, you want to choke it all the way, start it. Let it push it in about halfway if it's really cold. Let it sit there and warm up. Otherwise, push it all the way in. And looking at their website at different things, there's a relay right here. Right there. And it's actually got an LED light in it. And you can tell that this switch is working when you step on the platform. That LED light will turn red. So, and you can see it looking right down through here. As you're standing here just operating the machine, if you look down, you'll see a red LED light down in here. And that lets you know that that switch is working. So that, from a troubleshooting aspect, that really helps. This company did a good job about laying things out if you do need to repair it or to be able to work on it yourself. So serviceability, fairly simple. You can get to pretty much everything you want. Right here, I don't know if you can tell, there's a cover that's removable. You can take that off and be able to get to your oil filter there on the side. Okay, so this is the outside cover. 4 bolts, take that off, your oil filter's right inside there. Easy to get to, easy to service. It does have a boom lock, so if you've got this thing picked up all the way, keep yourself safe. You can pin that back, keep that boom from drifting down on you if you're doing your service or any maintenance work or anything like that on the machine. I'm going to put all this back together and we're going to run this machine because I know that's probably why a lot of y'all are here. I'm excited to run it. I'm really been looking forward to doing this, but I wanted to get this video done out of the way before I got it all dirty and muddy, because the amount of rain that we've got mud everywhere. So the machine looks pretty good right now. No mud on it. It's probably going to be getting some mud on it here pretty soon, but we'll keep it washed off and keep it looking good. Real easy access on every bit of this. All right, we got the covers back on. Something I forgot to mention, I may have mentioned it, I don't remember, but this thing is built like a tank. Baumalight did a good job with that. These lift arms are 3/4 of an inch thick. This is not one of your Chinese mini excavators, mini skid steers, anything like that. I know there's some things online. People think that Baumalight is a Chinese company. That is false. People that think that it's a Chinese company just haven't did their research and haven't did their homework into Baumalight. Baumalight is made right here in North America, and from what I can tell, they build a heavy-duty stout machine. Just thought I'd throw that in there. All right, enough of me rambling. Let's get over by the rock pile, get this thing fired up, and try it out. Cool thing about this machine, having a dedicated hydraulic pump just for the hydraulics on this machine, is being able to do two functions at once is not really going to be an issue for this machine like it is our tractor. Picking the bucket up and curling at the same time, the tractor struggles. You can do it, but it's a very small spot on the joystick, and most of the time it's not even worth trying to do it. This machine, it shouldn't be any issue. So let's get this thing fired up, get moved over to the rock pile. I'll show you how to start it real quick, and then I'll get you all moved. Hopefully you don't blow away because it is extremely windy today. Great state, Oklahoma, that's about normal for us. So we're just learning to deal with it, that's all. So anyways, let's get this thing running. All we're gonna do, pull the choke out, turn the key on. That's all there is to it. Now, take the parking brake off. Let's idle it up a little bit. Oh. So something else I will mention real quick, you do have a handle here and here. You really do need to use those when you're running the loader and running the steering for driving, because these are what's going to keep you stable. Back when I had my mowing business, I had stand-up lawnmowers, and I actually preferred the stand-up lawnmowers. But if you're not careful, if you're not hanging on, they will throw you. But to me, I prefer staying on machine just because it's so quick and easy to get on and off the machine. If you're having to do other tasks, pick up trash or different things like that, like when we were mowing lawns, just something to remember. Make sure you have a good grip whenever you're running those machines. Okay, first scoop of rock and the Baumalight. Let's see how it does. No problem. So that looks like our max height. All right, everyone, that's gonna do it for this video. I'll get better at running this. It's been a while since I ran a machine like this, so it's gonna come back to me pretty quick. I'm pretty confident in that. But the capacity being able to, I mean, it took no effort to get a full scoop of rock in this bucket. This bucket is 42 inches wide, so that's just a little bit narrower than our tractor. Our tractor is 60 inch. The speed of this thing and the maneuverability, I still think you might be able to get more work done with this than you can the tractor, depending on the job, of course. But y'all leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think. Let me know how you think it did. Man, I'm just really looking forward to getting to use it. Yeah, we've got a ton of stuff planned that we're going to be using this machine for, so you guys will be seeing it quite a bit here coming up. I'm just excited to have it because I've got a lot of projects that this thing will work for better than the tractor, so looking forward to getting to use it. Leave a comment down below. Let me know how you all think it did. It is fun. It is fast. It's extremely fast. Oh, that wind's terrible. Okay, and this machine is pretty fast. It's 7.84 kilometers per hour. I believe that is like 4.8 miles per hour. Fast when you're standing on the back of this thing, so speed really isn't an issue. Getting around the job site, getting around your yard, wherever. You really need to remember to hang on to the handles, because if not, you're gonna get thrown off this machine. But anyways, everyone, I really hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you enjoyed seeing this machine. We got a lot of stuff planned for it coming up, but give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. We'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks.